Hello friends, welcome to my channel, a channel for learning simple coding. If you find this video to be helpful, please like, share and subscribe my channel. In this video, we are going to learn how we can create GET REST API that will fetch data from MySQL. In previous video, we have learned how to pass URL parameter to the route handler, how to pass request or query parameter to the route handler, and how to read JSON information, how to read form data information at the route handler. Each and everything we have learned from previous videos. Now in this video we are going to use the practical implementation of all these things to create a real route handler, to create a real REST API in which we are going to create GET REST API that will fetch data from a real database called MySQL. For connectivity with MySQL, I am using XAMPP server, and you see that my MySQL server is running on 663306 port. That is the by default port of MySQL, and in this MySQL I have created database. I just show you that information also. So this is XAMPP server, and in this XAMPP server this is a MySQL. Go to bin directory. Here if I launch command prompt like this, so here I can make connectivity with MySQL, and I say user is root like this. Now I use database student DB, remember that, and I show you table like this, and I show you records also here from student. So like this we have some dummy data in this table, and this data we want to fetch with the help of GET REST API. So this is a real data in database. This database available in my PC. You may have this data on cloud also, just connectivity is changed, otherwise all the operations would be same. So here I have API folder, that is my route group. Under this I have this student also route. So if I will access this, so I will access it by the student name, the route will open. Under this student route I have route.tsx, that is the file which will create REST API. So here I'm going to create that. So first one is GET REST API, and this API required MySQL connectivity. For that we required a library. So I say an npm I MySQL 2. Remember that I'm going to install here MySQL 2 library that is available in npm. So you just download this or install it in your application. Remember that it is must to install. This library is responsible to connect with your database. Now library is installed, and now I am starting my server. So I say npm run dev. So it will execute my application. Now server is ready. So just I open this. So this is the server which is running here. So in this server I want to access the route. The route is student like this. Right now this is not available, so it's showing error, but I'm going to create this URL as a GET REST API. Remember that. So we are going to create that. For creating this, in same directory of student, that is my route also, I'm creating here a file that will make connectivity with MySQL. So here I create here MySQL db.tsx because I'm using Typescript. So I'm saying here tsx, but you may create JS also. And here I just import MySQL from MySQL 2 and promise. Remember that the promise I want to use. So this one I want to use this application. Now I create here one function, arrow function. So I say const and I say execute query. You may give any name, or I can say MySQL query like this. And in this function we have two parameters. So first is query, that would be your string type because it's a Typescript, so we have to specify data type. Then second one is a data. You may give any name, so that would be of a string type array. So like this, you may give any name to this, no problem at all. So I want to create arrow function, so I need to create like this. Then I need to export this, so I say export MySQL query. So like this, I need to export this, and I say default like this. So I export this MySQL query as a default. Now under this I need to make connectivity and to make ready this function. So for that I say const and I say MySQL equal to MySQL DB, or I say DB equal to MySQL dot create connection, and under this I need to create a connection with MySQL. So I say here, so first one is host. So I say host is 127.0.1. So this is my IP address, localhost. Port is 3306. Then I say database. So database is studentdb. You write whatever you have. Then we have username. So username is root here. You write your username. Then password is blank, so no password is there. So you write your password, whatever you have. After that I have to fetch the information. So remember that I need to create this async, and here I need to write await like this. Then I need to fetch a result. So I say const, it should be under the array result like this. Then I use await, then db dot execute, and here I need to pass query and data. These two variable I need to pass here, and then I can say here await db dot end. So I can close this also. Then I say return, and I say result. So like this way. And remember that because it's a Typescript, so we may specify the types of data that is going to be returned. So that we will see later also what is the modification here. So this is the connectivity with MySQL using Typescript. And here I can also specify the types of value it going to return. So I say result set header like this. So this one I can pass here, that result set header I am going to return from here. So this is also if you want, otherwise you can ignore it also, but it's a Typescript, so we can specify data type also. Now here we want to use it to fetch data. So first of all I create get REST API. So here I provide this, then I say export, and here I say get, and here I say async also, remember async also, and we have one parameter request, and that request would be next request like this. Then I need to import this MySQL library also. So I say import MySQL query like this, and now I need to execute this to fetch my data. So I say const result equal to await, and I say MySQL query, and here I pass the query. I say select R from student, and here I pass empty array. Remember that because two information I need to pass in this function string and array. So this time array is empty, no value in array because we are not passing any parameter. So if you're passing parameter, you may pass value here, that we will decide later on also. So now data is returned by the MySQL. Now we have to display it. So I say return, and here I say next response like this dot JSON, and here I pass result, and here I pass status 200 like this. Save this. So you see that it's a simple one. We have made connectivity with MySQL. We are fetching information. Remember that if you see this, we have this much of information available. So we want to show this. Now go to browser, and if I refresh it, you will see that if it will be successful, then it will return the information here. You see all the information which is available in database we are getting here. You can test it on Postman also. This is Postman, and here I just select the get API, and I write the URL here student, then send, and you will see that all the information is available here. You see this is the information, same information is available in database also like this. So you see that now just by writing few lines of code, we have the connectivity with the MySQL database, and now we are fetching data from this, and we are creating real get REST API. So I think now you learn how to make a connectivity with MySQL and how to create get REST API to produce your desired result. If you like this video, please do subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.